and welcome to Stephanie's Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, a classically trained singer-songwriter, a vocal coach, and an actor myself. In this show, we review 4 categories of films: action, family, drama, and comedy. Well, in this segment, this is the third segment of 4 segments, we're going to review 2 dramas. And you can always watch my other movie reviews on akexpertstv.com. The first movie is Patty Cakes. And I'm sorry to say that Patty Cakes was not in the movie theaters very long. I guess it just didn't get enough marketing, enough play, enough advertising, enough money behind it. And I'm really sad about that because I thought it was a film well worth watching. Patty Cakes is about a young woman who has a dream of becoming a rapper. That's basically the synopsis of the film. And you can feel her desire and her will to, underneath all of these obstacles, you see her, when we first meet her, she's bouncing around doing all these different jobs. She's supporting her family. Her mother, played by Bridget Everett, is a drunk, and she's taking care of her mom. You know, her mom is getting drunk and she's having to look out for her. Her mom has a beautiful voice, by the way. Bridget Everett has a gorgeous voice. And she sings at one of Patty's jobs, and she sings karaoke. But she's completely unsupportive of Patty's dream of becoming a rapper. And she makes fun of her. The only one who's really supportive of Patty's dream, besides her best friend, is Patty's grandmother, played by Cathy Moriarty. And Cathy Moriarty does a great job playing her grandma. In fact, I didn't even recognize her playing the grandma until I looked at the credits, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was Cathy Moriarty. But anyway, so you see her, how hard she's working on all these different jobs, and she has this best friend who believes in her. And then she meets this other guy who kind of joins the band, and they form this rap thing, this rap group. And she writes these raps, which are really good, but she's bullied. They call her Dumbo. She's a real big girl, and they call her Dumbo, and you know, she's just not given much notice by the people in the neighborhood. She's in New Jersey, and she has this idol who is a big famous rapper, and she actually, on one of her jobs, gets to meet him and does a rap for him. She takes a chance, she takes the risk, and she does a rap for him. And something unexpected happens. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but things don't go the way you think they're going to go. It was just interesting. I found the film to be a great character study of this girl who had this dream, and she was working so hard to make it happen against all odds. And I thought that the director, Jeremy Jasper, did a great job. He usually directs music videos, but I thought he did a great job of this. And I really enjoyed this film. So if you get a chance to watch it, I highly recommend you to see it. I gave it 4 popcorns, and the lesson that I took away from it was that if you have a dream, no matter how many obstacles you have to overcome, you've got to pursue it. If you have the determination and the grit, you can't let the obstacles prevent you from pursuing your dream. You've just got to go for it and let the chips fall where they may. And that's the lesson I took away from this movie. So we're going to be right back after this next commercial break, and we're going to talk about Wind River.
Hi, I'm Jamie Lee Metz, CEO and founder of Skin Fitness here in Las Vegas. We've been serving Las Vegas for over 17 years. We're proud to announce we just won 2017 Spa of the Year by Image International. That's the skincare company of the Miss Universe pageant. We offer exclusive treatments like our Time Eraser facial, which uses multiple modalities and literally erases time. Our Pore Purge, which is the ultimate in hygiene, and our Fire and Ice facial, which literally removes and soothes the skin at the same time. Come see us at our new location here in Village Square. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello and welcome back to Stephanie's Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Stephanie Thompson. Well, in this segment, we're reviewing two dramas. The first drama we reviewed was Patty Cakes. The second drama that I'm reviewing is Wind River, directed by Taylor Sheridan. It stars Jeremy Renner, Elizabeth Olsen, Gil Birmingham. John Berthal is in it as well. This movie was very dark and very gritty, but it was very interesting to watch. So the premise was there was a young girl, teenage girl, and she was killed on an Indian reservation. She was found killed on an Indian reservation. The FBI comes in, and one of the fish and game wardens who's in the town there, he helps the FBI track down the killer. So when the FBI first gets on the scene, played by Elizabeth Olsen, this girl is, you can see, first of all, the fish and game guy, played by Jeremy Renner, he's looking at her. The guy, Gil Birmingham, whose daughter is killed, is looking at her. He's the Native American who's on the Indian reservation. And they're both looking at her. She is way out of her league. She's coming in. She's not dressed right for the climate. She's obviously from the city. She doesn't know the territory at all. And they're like, if you even try to go out to the crime scene, in a few seconds, you're going to die of the cold. You know, I mean, that's how in over her head she is from the beginning. So, they take pity on her and they get her dressed up warmly enough for the thing, but she's still, like a fish out of water. So she gets to the crime scene, and I think she realizes that she needs help, and she gets Jeremy Renner to help her track this guy, because he's a good tracker. That's what he does. He tracks predators. Animals usually, but this case, a person, or person or persons. So this film was not predictable. You didn't know what was going to happen. Jeremy Renner's character had some inner turmoil, a backstory that you didn't find out until the middle of the film, which made him so interesting to watch as he was dealing with this situation and tracking this killer. And when you found out what you knew about him, it made it that much more poignant, the whole story. And Elizabeth Olsen did a great job as the FBI agent who kind of manned up and did what she had to do to be in the right frame of mind to do her job and follow the rules along what they expected of her in that climate, in that country, because they had their own regulations and things that she had to follow, which she had trouble dealing with. And there is a rape scene in there. I was kind of tense throughout the movie because I was waiting for that scene, and I don't like things like that, and it doesn't come until almost the end. So, and if you close your eyes, it's like only for a couple minutes and then it's over with. So if that's the only thing that's holding you back from watching the movie, I can assure you that it's very short. It's not a long drawn out thing. So I gave this movie 4 popcorns. The lesson I took away from this movie is, if you allow your pain to stop you and get you stuck, it doesn't get you anywhere. But if you use your pain as your strength, it can become a very powerful ally. And that's what I saw in this movie. We'll see you on the next segment.
I didn't focus on my weaknesses. I focused on my strength, and I was able not only to lead myself, I was able to lead my team into success. Many people ask me, what do you mean by awakening the powerful leader within you? I have been leading myself and others for years. Well, I tell them, of course you have, but did you know that you have way more power than you can ever imagine? See, you and I, we were born with the capability to lead ourselves to live our purpose. Then life's challenges and obstacles come along and buries our capabilities. How do I know that? I know it because life happened to me.
My question to you today is this. What are you creating?
Now, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking I'm gonna download something.